Get ready for SpaceX's upcoming spectacle as they gear up for their second shot at launching the most powerful rocket in the world into orbit. After a rather dramatic first attempt that left us with a spectacular display of rapid and scheduled disassembly, the anticipation for round 2 is through the roof. No promises on absolute success, but what we can guarantee is that SpaceX has been hard at work, implementing over 1,000 changes to both the Starship rocket and the ground-based launch system. Brace yourselves for a launch that's bound to be even more thrilling and unpredictable than the first. Welcome to Spaceverse, your cosmic gateway to the wonders of the universe. Here, we explore the latest updates on SpaceX Starship, from the revolutionary Showerhead suppression system to the electric motor-controlled Raptor engines. Join us as we navigate through the intricacies of space exploration, decoding the mysteries of our cosmos. Subscribe now for a front-row seat to thrilling launches. Now, here's the inside scoop. This upcoming Starship and Super Heavy booster duo is basically a whole new rocket compared to the one we witnessed on April 20th. Picture this: the 25th iteration of the Starship upper stage vehicle teaming up with a 9th version of the Super Heavy launch booster, thanks to SpaceX's iterative design approach at their Boca Chica production facility. These rockets were already loaded with major upgrades before the 420 launch event. But hold on, there's more. Since then, SpaceX has been on a mission of improvement, making up to 1,000 new tweaks to the Starship. It's a roller coaster of innovation and lessons learned, all leading up to what promises to be an epic launch into the great unknown. One of the most game-changing alterations in the pipeline is the introduction of something called hot staging to the Super Heavy booster design. Forget the original plan of relying on simple inertia to separate the rocket stages. SpaceX is turning up the drama with a much more intense method. Initially, they envisioned throttling down all booster engines, releasing the clamps, flipping the booster over, and then initiating separation. Seemed efficient, right? Especially since the booster has to flip around for a boost backburn anyway. Well, efficiency took a backseat to the allure of hot staging, a method designed to maintain maximum thrust as the rocket hurtles towards orbital velocity. Picture this: firing up the second stage engines while the main booster is still in action. Unlike other rockets, there's no main engine cut off before separation. The upper stage engine's force propels the ship away from the booster, ensuring no idle coasting through space. It's a rapid transition from the full thrust of the booster to the full thrust of the upper stage. Why does this matter? Because first stage separation occurs at a relatively low altitude, where gravity and drag still have a tight grip on the Starship. Any downtime without engine power means the ship is getting pulled back towards Earth, shedding velocity. To optimize the limited fuel supply, it's crucial for Starship to hit orbital velocity pronto. To make room for the hot staging spectacle, SpaceX tacked on an extra ring section to the top of the Super Heavy booster. This new ring is like a Swiss cheese of vent holes, letting the rocket exhaust escape during the hot stage extravaganza. Oh, and the top dome of the booster's fuel tank, reinforced to handle the heat and thrust from those upper stage Raptor engines. Fortunately, Starship's stainless steel makeup is a pro at handling high heat situations. Attempting a similar maneuver with an aluminum alloy booster would be a risky business. But fear not, Starship is poised to take it all in stride like a true champion. Let's dive into the Raptor engines, the unsung heroes and villains of the first Starship launch attempt. Right out of the gate, SpaceX hit a snag when 3 Raptor engines in the booster failed to ignite properly. As if that wasn't enough, the ill-fated flight saw the mid-air explosion of another 5 or 6 engines. It was like a space spectacular gone wrong, with fuel leaks in the plumbing system of the booster thrust puck causing fiery chaos in the engine bay, as captured vividly on tracking cams during the booster's final moments of spinning out. SpaceX post-mortem revealed that the fire played havoc by severing the connection between the engines and the ship's onboard flight computer, leading to a complete loss of control over the booster. The culprit? Likely inadequate shielding between the 33 engines, a lesson learned and retrofitted to Booster 7 after its initial construction. But fear not, Booster 9 is a whole different beast, built from the ground up with reinforced shielding in the engine bay. Here's a key detail. The booster on 420 showcased the inaugural full set of Raptor version 2 engines. Considering SpaceX's commitment to iterative design principles, it's understandable that the first engines they churn out might not be the cream of the crop. Engineers learn and improve with each iteration. So, while the failed engines may steal the spotlight. It's worth noting that, despite a raging inferno and explosions in close proximity, the majority of those 33 Raptor engines soldiered on until the vehicle met its fire end. In essence, the weakest engines on Booster 9 should be as robust as the strongest engines on Booster 7. And that's a solid silver lining. Embarking on a revolutionary leap, Booster 9's Raptor engines usher in an electric era, bidding farewell to the challenges posed by the hydraulic engine gimbals of the past. Imagine this: engine gimbals, intricate mechanisms facilitating the swiveling of the nozzle to precisely direct thrust for steering the rocket. Notably, all 13 engines on the Super Heavy booster are equipped with these indispensable gimbal mechanisms, and Raptor engines stand out with an unmatched range of motion. This transition marks a paradigm shift in propulsion technology, underscoring SpaceX's commitment to innovation and efficiency in steering the course of space exploration. Let's revisit the inaugural Starship flight in April, a saga marred by the unfortunate nosedive of the hydraulic engine gimbal. Within the first minute post-launch, the hydraulic pressure system waved the white flag, rendering the rocket devoid of any meaningful steering. However, in a decisive departure from hydraulic hiccups, enter Booster 9, bidding farewell to the old troubles and embracing electric motors with open arms. These uncomplicated screw-type motors represent a paradigm shift, offering heightened reliability and serving as a beacon of hope to extinguish any looming specters of ominous death spirals into self-destruction. It's a technological evolution marking a new era in the pursuit of safer and more reliable space travel. Let's not forget the nail-biting close call during the first flight. Not only did Starship go out with a bang, but it nearly took the entire Launchpad and tower along for the ride. The aftermath of the explosive demise left a lasting impression, quite literally. While rocket failures on their maiden voyage are par for the course, Starship's departure was next level, carving out a crater in the ground with an earth-shaking force of approximately 14 million pounds onto a slab of reinforced concrete. Talk about leaving your mark on the Launchpad history books. Now, you might think that was a glaring failure, but let's hand it to SpaceX. They used the strongest concrete known to humanity. Granted, they didn't expect the slab to emerge unscathed, but they also didn't anticipate it shattering into pieces, allowing the booster's thrust to excavate a hole and launch concrete shards like cannonballs in all directions. Fortunately for SpaceX, amidst the chaos on the ground, the casualties were limited to the concrete slab, a minivan, and a few cameras. The highly intricate orbital launch mount and the colossal robotic launch tower emerged from the wreckage unscathed. This was a major win for SpaceX. Starship isn't your run-of-the-mill rocket, and its launch infrastructure is equally unique. Elon Musk has emphasized that the ground system is, in fact, more valuable than the rocket itself. Ship and booster, those can be rebuilt in a matter of weeks. They're expendable. Losing the ground systems, especially the launch mount and tower, would be a nightmare scenario. Often referred to as Stage 0, these components are crucial for Starship. While most rockets are classified as 2-stage or 3-stage based on their separation events, Starship is a 2-stage rocket with the booster as Stage 1 and the ship as Stage 2. But here's the twist: you can't even kick-start the booster without Stage 0. Why? Because this launch mount houses the majority of the systems responsible for igniting the 33 engines. In a departure from the norm, SpaceX has ingeniously turned this into an outboard system, integrated into the launch mount, all in the pursuit of maximum efficiency and weight savings. Talk about pushing the boundaries of rocket innovation. Enter the colossal steel launch tower, aka Mechazilla, complete with its iconic robot chopstick arms. Because why not make rocketry look like a sci-fi adventure? This behemoth serves a dual purpose. Not only does it play a crucial role in lifting and stacking the booster, but it also forms the umbilical connection that independently fuels the upper stage from the booster. And if all goes according to plan, those chopstick arms will be snatching rockets in midair like some futuristic dance move. In a strategic move to avert a repeat of the ground-shaking crater event from the initial launch, SpaceX has introduced a groundbreaking suppression system beneath Stage 0. Elon Musk hinted that this innovative concept had been in the pipeline long before the inaugural launch. The only snag was time, as SpaceX faced a race against the clock to install the system. Setting aside the unexpected hole-digging drama, the introduction of this system proved imperative, underscoring SpaceX's commitment to prioritizing safety and refining their launch infrastructure. The proactive measures taken showcase not just a response to past challenges, but a proactive approach towards ensuring the success and stability of future missions. After a meticulous cleanup of shattered concrete and twisted rebar, SpaceX embarked on the task of rebuilding and fortifying the launch mount's foundation. Once that mission was accomplished, it was time for the piece de resistance, the Showerhead. And yes, brace yourself for more quirky nicknames. It seems everything in the Starship universe comes with a touch of whimsy, because who wouldn't want to talk about rocket science with a hint of playfulness? Now let's talk about the Showerhead, not your ordinary bathroom fixture, but a sandwich of two ultra-heavy-duty steel plates with water channels nestled between them. Picture this. The top plate is studded with perforations, unleashing high-pressure water jets that don't just shoot straight up, because, really, where's the fun in that? No, these water jets are choreographed to move at precise angles, skillfully pushing heat and steam away from the critical center point beneath the rocket. Forget the conventional water deluge system and flame diverter used beneath every other rocket. Starship's setup is a game-changer. Unlike the usual few gigantic hoses dousing the area below the rocket, Starship's system is a complex marvel. These water jets, coupled with the intricate design, stand as a testament to SpaceX's commitment to innovation. In a typical water suppression system, the water floods the area below the rocket, and any resulting steam and exhaust gas are funneled down into a trench, assuring them away from the launch pad. Starship, however, takes it up several notches with a system that's not just efficient, but a visual spectacle in its own right. Because when you're reinventing rocket science, why not throw in a bit of showmanship with your Showerhead? Let's dive into the engine tests we've witnessed so far. SpaceX has unleashed the full force of 33 booster engines into the Showerhead, and the outcome has been nothing short of a colossal cloud of white steam. This marks a stark departure from the traditional static fire tests, where even at less than full throttle, Raptor engines would kick up massive plumes of dark dust and smoke, often launching bits of concrete in all directions. Their refined, long plumes of white steam are a far cry from the chaos of yesteryear. This bodes incredibly well for Starship's next launch attempt. Now, how do we know launch number 2 is on the horizon? Well, the breadcrumbs lie in the communication between SpaceX and the FAA, confirming the federal agency's approval of the changes and upgrades SpaceX has implemented. Whenever a flying machine, especially one with a catastrophic failure, doesn't quite dance to the intended tune, the FAA initiates an incident investigation. The fact that they've given the green light is a promising signal that Starship is gearing up for its second act. So, buckle up for what promises to be a thrilling sequel. The FAA incident investigation, far from sounding alarm bells, is more of a standard procedure or routine check to collaborate with SpaceX and decipher the intricacies of what went awry. This collaborative effort aims to understand the root cause and meticulously evaluate the measures taken to prevent a recurrence. Elon Musk's recent revelation of 63 FAA-approved upgrades and modifications for Starship and its launch system underscores SpaceX's dedication to enhancing their technology. Remarkably, 57 of these improvements are already in action, with the remaining 6 earmarked for future launches, likely encompassing design changes not applicable to existing rockets. This significance lies in the fact that the upcoming Starship on the Launchpad will be a testament to SpaceX's commitment to continuous improvement, showcasing an already upgraded version. In early September, the FAA wrapped up its investigation into the Starship vehicle failure, and by October 31st, they concluded their safety review of the Starbase property and its surroundings. This comprehensive process ensures that the next chapter in Starship's journey reflects not just advancements in technology, but a robust commitment to safety and progress. As the final step before liftoff, the approval from the Fish and Wildlife Services ensures that all environmental considerations are meticulously addressed, giving the green light for Starship's imminent launch. SpaceX appears to be on the fast track, swiftly preparing the rocket for liftoff within the current month. While success in space endeavors is never a guaranteed outcome, what remains certain is the exhilaration and anticipation that accompany every launch event. The inherent unpredictability of the journey is precisely what makes this space odyssey so captivating, sparking curiosity and wonder as humanity ventures into the vast unknown. Brace yourself for an event that promises not just technological milestones, but an awe-inspiring experience that transcends the boundaries of Earth. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you for joining us on this cosmic journey through Spaceverse. If you're hungry for more space adventures, mind-blowing discoveries, and the latest on SpaceX Starship, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Stay tuned for regular updates as we continue to explore the vast wonders of the universe together. Until our next interstellar rendezvous, keep your eyes on the stars, and may your curiosity reach new celestial heights.